What if I told you that a beautiful plant sold in a regular garden center could make your dog sick, poison your cat, or even put a child in danger inside your own home? I'm not talking about rare plants hidden deep in the jungle. I'm talking about plants people buy every single day. Beautiful plants, elegant plants, plants you see in gardens, offices, living rooms, patios, and even flower bouquets. My name is Zion. I'm 55 years old, and after many years walking around plants, gardens, and nurseries, I learned something many people forget. Not every beautiful plant is safe. Nature has medicine, yes, but nature also has poison. And the danger is not the plant itself. The danger is bringing it into your home without knowing what it really is. Today, I'm going to show you several plants that many people buy without thinking, but they can be dangerous for children, dogs, cats, and even adults if handled the wrong way. And stay with me until the end, because one of these plants is so common in flower arrangements that people put it on the table without knowing it can kill a cat with just a little pollen. Before we begin, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, "I check before I buy," because this video could stop someone from bringing a hidden danger into their own home. The first plant looks like it belongs in a tropical paradise. Pink, red, or white flowers, long green leaves, a strong shrub that handles heat and drought. People see it and say, "That would look beautiful in my garden." I'm talking about oleander. But listen carefully, my people. Oleander does not play. The whole plant is poisonous. The leaves, the flowers, the stems, even the smoke if someone burns it. Inside this plant are compounds that can affect the heart, and that is what makes it so dangerous. It does not take much to create a serious problem. A child biting a leaf, a dog chewing a branch, an animal eating cuttings after pruning. That is where the danger begins. And the worst part is this plant does not look dangerous. It does not look like poison. It looks like decoration. That is the hidden danger with many ornamental plants. They look innocent. If you want big, colorful, tropical-looking flowers, choose something safer, like hibiscus. Because a beautiful garden should never hide a tragedy. Comment below if you have ever seen oleander in your city. Write oleander if you already knew about this plant. Now let's talk about another plant that looks like it came from a fairy tale. Tall, elegant, covered with bell-shaped flowers. Foxglove. People love it because it attracts bees, hummingbirds, and makes any flower bed look magical. But that beauty comes with a warning. Foxglove contains powerful compounds that also affect the heart. And here is the dangerous line. In medicine, some related compounds are used in controlled doses. But in the raw plant, there is no control. A leaf does not come with a dosage label. A flower does not come with enough warning. And that is what many people do not understand. The difference between medicine and poison is often the dose. And when you have small children or pets, you cannot trust them to know the difference. Foxglove can cause nausea, vomiting, abnormal heartbeat, weakness, and serious complications. If you like that tall, colorful, vertical look in the garden, a safer choice can be snapdragons. You get beauty without the same level of risk. Now tell me in the comments, would you buy a beautiful plant if you knew it could affect the heart? Write, "Not worth the risk," if you agree. And don't leave yet, because the next plant is sitting in many homes and offices right now. You see it indoors. Big leaves, green leaves, white or yellow markings. It looks like the perfect houseplant. I'm talking about Dieffenbachia. Many people buy it because it tolerates low light, grows well indoors, and gives that tropical feeling. But inside those leaves are tiny crystals called calcium oxalate. When someone bites the plant, those crystals irritate the mouth and throat like tiny needles. It can cause strong burning, swelling, pain, drooling in pets, trouble talking or swallowing. That is why in English it is sometimes called dumb cane, because the swelling can temporarily make it hard to speak. And this is where parents and pet owners need to pay attention. A small child does not know that leaf is dangerous. A curious cat does not read labels. A bored dog does not ask if the plant is safe. So the responsibility is ours. If you want a beautiful green indoor plant that is safer, look at options like a parlor palm or Boston fern. Now, if you have indoor plants and pets, comment below, "I have a pet." I want to see how many people need to check their plants today. Because the next plant looks like a miniature palm, but for dogs and cats, it can become a nightmare. Sago palm. When you see it, it looks elegant. Thick trunk, hard green leaves, tropical appearance. People put it in pots, patios, and living rooms because it does not need much care. But this plant is one of the most dangerous plants for pets. The whole plant is toxic, but the seeds are especially dangerous. They contain a toxin that can attack the liver, and when a dog or cat bites one of those seeds, the symptoms can move fast. Vomiting, diarrhea, seizures, liver damage, and in many cases, death. The saddest part is that many owners do not know. They buy the plant because it looks beautiful. Then the animal chews a seed. And by the time they reach the vet, they are racing against time. My people, if you have dogs or cats, this is one plant I would not keep at home. Simple as that. There are safer alternatives with the same tropical look, like areca palm or ponytail palm. Beauty, yes, but not at any price. Comment: I will check my plants if this video is already making you think. And hit the like button, because the more people see this, the more pets we can protect. Now comes a plant that looks powerful, dramatic, and exotic. Large leaves, star shape, tall stems, striking seed pods, the castor bean plant. Many people grow it because it looks bold and tropical, but its seeds contain ricin, and ricin is one of the most dangerous poisons known. This is not exaggeration. A small amount can be extremely dangerous, and the seeds can attract children because they look like shiny beans or beads. That is the danger. What looks like an ornamental seed to an adult may look like something interesting to touch or put in the mouth to a child, and to a curious pet, it may look like something to chew. If you want a big tropical-looking plant, choose a safer option. You do not need to put your family at risk for decoration. Zion will tell you this simply: when a plant is famous for a deadly poison, it does not belong near children or pets. Now answer in the comments, have you heard of ricin before? Write yes or no. Because many people know the poison, but they do not know it comes from a plant some people grow as an ornamental. Now, let's talk about a plant that may surprise you because it appears in many spring gardens. Azaleas and rhododendrons. Beautiful colors, full flowers, pink, purple, red, white. People love them because they make any garden look alive and cheerful. But these plants contain granotoxins, and those toxins can affect the nerves, muscles, and heart. If swallowed, they can cause nausea, vomiting, weakness, low blood pressure, heart problems, and serious symptoms. Pets, especially dogs, can be in danger if they chew the leaves or flowers. There is also an old story about something called mad honey. In certain regions, bees collected nectar from rhododendrons, and the honey could poison people who ate it. That shows something important. The poison of a plant can travel in ways people do not expect. If you want spring color without that hidden risk, look at plants like camellias or viburnum. Your garden can be colorful and safer at the same time. Now comment below. Did it surprise you that azaleas can be dangerous? Write "that surprised me" if you did not know. And stay with me, because now comes one of the most important warnings for anyone who has cats. Lilies, beautiful, elegant, strong fragrance, common in weddings, funerals, holidays, and flower arrangements. But if you have cats, listen very carefully. Lilies can be deadly to them. I am not talking about a cat eating the whole plant. Sometimes the pollen is enough. The pollen falls on the fur. The cat licks itself, and the danger begins. It can also be dangerous if the cat drinks water from a vase holding lilies. In cats, lilies can cause acute kidney failure, vomiting, loss of appetite, weakness, and without fast treatment, it can end very badly. This is one of those things every cat owner should know. If you have cats, I would not keep lilies in the house. Not in a vase, not in a pot, not as a gift, nothing. Use orchids or roses instead. They are safer options for pets. Now, if you have a cat, comment below, "No lilies." And share this video with someone who has cats, because this part can save a life. Before we close, I want to mention a few more plants that also deserve caution. Hydrangea, for example. Very popular with big round flowers, but the leaves and buds contain compounds that can be dangerous if eaten in large amounts. Monkshood is another one. Dark purple flowers, elegant appearance, but extremely toxic. Even handling it carelessly can cause problems. And philodendrons, which are common indoor plants, also contain irritating crystals similar to Dieffenbachia. They may not be as deadly as some plants on this list, but they can cause burning, swelling, and discomfort in children or pets. So what do we do with all this information? First, do not buy a plant just because it looks beautiful. Search the name, especially the scientific name. Check if it is safe for children, dogs, or cats. Second, if a pet or child bites a dangerous plant, do not wait to see what happens. Call a veterinarian, poison control, or seek medical help. With poisoning, time matters. Third, choose safer alternatives. There are many beautiful plants that do not put your family at risk. Marigolds, sunflowers, roses, orchids, hibiscus, safe ferns, non-toxic palms. The beauty of a garden should not come with hidden fear. And here is the message I want you to remember. The nursery will not always warn you. The label will not always tell the whole story. The responsibility to know what you bring home is yours. The plant is not guilty. It is what it is, but we must learn before we buy. Now I want to hear from you. Which plant surprised you the most? Oleander, foxglove, Dieffenbachia, sago palm, castor bean, azalea, lilies? Leave it in the comments. I read the comments and I want to know if you ever had one of these plants at home without knowing the risk. If this video helped you, hit the like button now. Subscribe to the channel for more videos about safe gardening, useful plants, dangerous plants, and natural wisdom with responsibility. And share this video with someone who has children, dogs, or cats. Because a beautiful plant can bring joy to a home, but the wrong plant can bring pain. I'm Zion. I love plants, but loving plants also means respecting their power. Blessings, my people. Stay safe in the garden, and I'll see you in the next video.